Hello everyone. Hope you're having a wonderful day. If a single missing page stands in the way, does the dream slip today? Today we follow Diep from a misty kitchen with Ni's chicken noodles to a school gate cafe, then into the Registrar's line where one call sets her dream in motion. Tax code first, then seal, then bank. If you enjoyed this opening, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss the next videos. Morning mist holds to the small kitchen. Diep faces the lens, eyes tired but steady. Voice a shade husky as she greets whoever showed up today. The cough is easing, the fever faded. On the counter, her phone glows with a message she hasn't opened. She crosses to the dining room. Ni waits in a chair too big for her, legs swinging. Chicken noodles! Are you hungry? The chill leaves the room. She sets the bowl down. The broth sends up small clouds. Ni giggles. Chopsticks click. Warmth returns to the day. Eat up, then we'll head to school, she says, half promise, half ritual. Diep leans close, blows on noodles, tests heat with the back of her wrist. Sunlight finds her cheek and the ache loosens. Her smile isn't loud, but it holds. Here, breakfast is a hedge against the world. A thought flickers, the company, paperwork, James's notes. The phone waits with its blue dot. What detail am I missing before this becomes real? She watches Ni chew and lets the question hang. I'm still sick, but she can't feel it. Ni slurps. Laughter rings. Diep stacks moments. Napkin, ponytail fix. A kiss to a forehead, gone cool. She clears the table and pockets the phone without checking the message. The choice to wait is small. It still counts. By the school gate, a milk tea shop hums with clinks and low talk. Diep sits with a friend who knows how to listen without crowding. Her lemon tea sweats on the table. James told me, but I forgot, she says, half laugh, half wince, scrolling for the thread. The air tightens, then loosens when her friend smiles. They open the day like a folder. What will this dream ask in return? First steps, documents, forms, a visit to registration. The friend writes dates in a small notebook. Diep breathes with the pen strokes. Her hands fold, unfold. I want to do something for farmers, she says, voice low like a promise shared after dark. If I show up tomorrow, what door actually opens? Heat gathers. Diep sets the phone on the table, face down, the screen flashing James's name beneath a line she doesn't read. The first obstacle stands up, ordinary and tall, precision when you feel weak. The second arrives quietly, the fear of doing this wrong in front of people you love. What should we call it? A friend asks. A slow smile rises. DJ Agricultural Joint Stock Company, Diep says, testing each word. Her friend nods. They name products like harvests, oranges, grapefruits, corn, potatoes, ginger. She names a place. Headquarters in Thiet. Kien feels like a post driven deep. Thiet feels like a door that swings. The map inside her brightens. Then the next check. Paperwork. I've prepared it, she says, and shows a photo, documents stacked, corners aligned. Relief crosses her face, and yet the worry remains. What did James say about order? Don't confuse effort with progress. Her friend's pen pauses. Call me if you need anything else. The offer steadies the table. Diep nods. She turns the phone over. The phone becomes a bridge, not just a reminder. One small call, she says. Breath shortens, moves smaller. Shop noise thins, glass clink, chair scrape, heartbeat. She opens the thread with James. Older notes appear, skimmed when fever blurred edges. A checklist in a photo he sent, Tax code first, then company seal, then bank account. She stared at the seal for days. She missed the order. A half reveal lands between them like a soft thud. Tax code first, she reads. Not defeat. A turn. The path rearranges, less fog, more ground. Her friend underlines tax code. The pen digs through the page, imprinting the next sheet. Why does the right order feel like respect? The friend asks. Diep looks toward the school gate. Because people's work sits inside it. She finds a contact pinned by James for a registrar who takes calls from 8 to 10. It is 9:12. She lifts the phone. Hello, I'm setting up DJ Agricultural Joint Stock Company, she says. Voice steady. She listens, jots a name, jots an address, breathes. The registrar lists documents in order. Diep repeats them back. The list is a ladder. She sees her feet on the first rung. She hangs up and turns the lemon tea so the straw points toward her. We start with the tax code, she says. Seal next, bank third. The mini resolution lands, small and clean. The bigger question remains with the cup rings. What will this cost, and will it hold when the wind changes? She pockets the phone. Morning stretches. Somewhere a field waits for rain. Her friend closes the notebook and nods like the beginning of a promise. After school, Diep says, we'll make the first trip. She doesn't say to where. She doesn't need to. The door in Diep opens a finger's width. Light slips through. Afternoon heat presses against the glass as 2 Diep steps out of the milk tea shop. Traffic hums. A scooter coughs awake. She tucks the lemon sour aftertaste into her cheek and walks toward the registrar's office, a low building with tired paint and a line that seems to bend time. The phone rides warm in her palm, checklist open like a compass. First rung, then second, then third. She repeats the order under her breath, a rhythm to walk by. Inside, fans churn the air. Paper smells like rain that never fell. A clerk calls numbers in a voice that does not rise or fall. Her friend waits with her, shoulder to shoulder. You've got this, the friend says, not loud, not soft. Diep squeezes the phone and nods. She hears knees giggle in her head. The morning bowl, the light on the cheek, the way hope feels like something you can touch. What if today is the part where hope must learn to hold shape? Her number appears on a small, blinking screen. She steps forward. I'm registering DJ Agricultural Joint Stock Company, she says. Headquarters in Keen Diep. The clerk looks up, then down, then up again. Tax code application? He asks. Here, she answers, sliding the folder across. She unfolds each page the way you set a table for a guest. The clerk scans. He taps. He pauses. Missing verification of address, he says. The words land like a dropped bowl, not loud, final. She feels heat rise to the edges of her face. The old fear wakes. Not enough, not correct, not today. Breath goes thin, fingers grip. Voice shrinks. The room narrows to the counter and a heartbeat. Then she remembers the phone, James's thread, the photo with the subfolder. She opens it with a thumb that shakes and finds the image he sent after midnight last week. Address verification options, lease copy or commune confirmation. She hadn't seen that line. Fever made a blur where a step should have been. She looks at the clerk. I can get the commune confirmation, she says. He nods once. Before 4, we can still process same day. The window is small, the distance is not. Her friend is already turning, bag on shoulder. We go now, the friend says. They step back into the heat. The sky carries that white glare that makes people squint at the future. The commune office sits across the market, past flowers that refuse to wilt. Diep's legs move with a purpose that feels like borrowed strength until it becomes hers. Inside, a woman at a desk reads their request, listens, asks a question that sounds like care, disguised as procedure. Diep answers with both hands on the form to keep them from trembling. The woman stamps the paper. Red blooms on white. It looks like a small victory that learned to speak. They return to the registrar with minutes to spare. The line has shifted but not changed. The clerk recognizes the folder and the face that is trying not to show relief. "Address verified," he says, and the stamp falls again, a cousin to the first victory. Each thud lays a plank in a bridge she can cross without looking down. Tax code approved. A new document slides forward. Next, company seal. Breath steadies. She signs where he points. She repeats her name as if setting it in wood. She thinks of Ni's name and how it once trembled in her throat when she filled hospital forms alone. The tremble is gone now. The clerk lowers his voice. "Seal service next door. Bank appointment tomorrow morning." Simple sentences carry a whole future on their backs. She bows her head in thanks. The clerk's mouth softens at the corner. "You came prepared." She almost tells him it's not preparation. It's persistence corrected by order. She lets the sentence end where it is. Outside, the world sounds wider. Motorbikes, someone calling for ripe grapefruits, a bell from the school gate. Her friend exhales. "You didn't run from the missing page," the friend says. Diep looks at the phone. The checklist has 3 tick boxes, 1 green, 2 grey, progress without noise. What else in her life needs the same order so it stops rattling? She checks the time. Ni will spill out of the gate with a paper crown or a sticky hand. How do you bring a day like this to a child in one sentence that doesn't carry your worry? She pockets the phone and walks faster. Ni finds her first, a rush of small limbs and warm cheek. "Mama, we made suns with noodles," the girl says, which is both nonsense and perfect. Diep lifts her, breathes the schoolyard dust, lets laughter erase a layer of the day's tension. "I made a sun too," she says. "It's invisible, but it will light our house." They pass the market on the way home. Grapefruit stacked like promises delivered on time. Corn husks whispering. Ginger sharp in the air. She buys 1 grapefruit with the exact look of patience and puts it in Ni's bag. "For the first client," she says. "Or for us if the client is late." At home, the kitchen finds them again. Light leans across the table. The empty morning bowl has dried into a ring that resembles a small eclipse. Diep washes it clean, then sets water to boil. No grand feast. Just rice and an egg and the kind of quiet where decisions settle without clatter. Ni draws circles beside her, tongue pressed to her lip in fierce concentration. "Is your dream a circle or a square?" the girl asks. "A circle," Diep says. "It keeps going." The phone vibrates. James. She reads, "Proud of you. Bank at 9. I'll go with you if you want." She looks at Ni at the steam at her hands. The voice she uses surprises her. It is calm and simple. "Thank you. 9 is good. I can handle the papers. Meet us after." She sets the phone face down. The phone stops being the hero. It becomes what it was meant to be, a tool that holds the order she chose to learn. The climax has already passed, and nothing broke that could not be placed back with care. They eat. The room breathes with them. Later, Nay falls asleep on the sofa, one hand open as if holding space for tomorrow. Diep opens a fresh page in a small notebook. She writes 3 lines only she will read. Tax code done, seal tomorrow, bank next. Start with the ladder, then climb. Build the circle big enough for us. She closes the notebook and returns it to the drawer where she keeps things that must not get lost. The night stretches its cool across the floor. She stands in the doorway and listens to the small sounds of a house that is learning to trust new plans. What question should guide the next step so the path stays honest? In the last light from the street, the grapefruit on the counter glows like a small moon. She touches the rind with a thumb that remembers the shape of home. We'll get there, she says to the room, not loud, not sharp, just quietly certain. The line lands and holds. The day closes like a hand around a promise. In the end, nothing magical happened, only order, courage, and a circle that keeps going. A misty breakfast became fuel, a blinking phone became a tool, and a missing page became a lesson. Start with the first rung, then climb. Diep walked from noodles and giggles to stamps and signatures, carrying one quiet promise home. Build something steady enough for a child to sleep beside. Tonight, the grapefruit glows like a small moon on the counter, and the house learns to trust new plans. If this journey touched you, tap like so the story reaches more hearts. Subscribe if you want more everyday victories that feel like sunlight after rain. And tell me in the comments which moment moved you most. The bowl of chicken noodles, the clerk's second stamp, or the line she wrote for herself. Start with the ladder, then climb.